Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? It is my grandson's 16th birthday today. Woohoo! Happy birthday, baby. I can't believe he's 16 years old. Where did the time go? I mean, quick. It went fast. I need some younger grandbabies. I have one child left that hasn't given me any, and I talked to her about that last night. Pressure. Are you going to help me out here? So I don't, she's not married, so not looking good. It's really not looking good. And I was talking to her in front of her boyfriend, so it was a little bit embarrassing. But yeah, I am that kind of mom. I'm not embarrassed to say, I want some more grandbabies. Come on, get with the program. You're getting old, girl. You need to have some babies. So anyway, I love having grandbabies. If you've had a grandbaby, you know if you could have had them first, you would, because they're just as sweet as pie. I love being a grandma. I really, really do. But then they grow up and they're, teenagers and they're like, nah, grandma, don't need you anymore. So I wanted to cook him something, his favorite meal. He likes chicken kebab, and that's what my husband makes. And we're going to just do a little celebration tonight for him. We're going to celebrate his birthday on Sunday. He's got finals right now, and he's real stressed out with his finals, and he's really not in the mood. Last night he was just so tired and stressed out, and he's also trying to get his license. He has his preliminary license. His mother is helping him, get the hours to drive, so he drives with his mom on the weekends for a few hours until they've got, that's part of the driver's education thing. Do it differently than when my kids were young, but anyway. So he's got a lot going on, and plus he's in band, and they've had band concerts and Christmas, concerts and everything. So he's got a full schedule. So he's a little grumpy and tired. So we're just gonna have pizza tonight, and then on Sunday we're gonna have chicken kebab for him, make his favorite meal. We're gonna have pizza tonight and a little cake. I ordered him a gift and it didn't even come. You know, on Amazon, I don't have Amazon Prime, but when I order something, I'm like, I don't care if it doesn't come in 2 days. I can wait. I'm patient. Come on. So it said it would be here yesterday. So I ordered him a watch, and it said it was going to come on Monday, and his birthday's today. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's enough time. It didn't come. Darn it. It did not come. I said, I'm gonna wrap up an empty box and say, your present's coming on the 20th. So I guess I should have ordered earlier, or I should have used my daughter's Prime or something. I don't know. I'll remember not to do that next time. So a week is not enough time, you guys. Not enough time. Okay, so what I want to talk about today, not just about myself. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's weather. Oh my gosh. Some of you guys are going to have a lot of snow, a lot of cold weather. It might just barely come down here to the south a little bit. We have had, nearly 80-degree weather. It's been crazy warm here. And it's been like 77 degrees. It's holding around there. That's the high that it usually gets. But it's making everything so foggy and wet. It's so gross. It's so nasty outside. It's overcast and wet and warm. It's yuck. It's moldy, like, it's real moldy. So we're sneezing and our eyes are burning. It's crazy. There's never great weather here. Never. It's either when it gets warm, it gets too dang hot. Never satisfied. So hopefully you guys are experiencing a little better weather. But I know up there in the northern states, they've told you to just stay at home. So listen to your local weatherman. They say stay in, stay home. You guys listen to them. Stay safe. Don't go out on the roads. Stay safe, because we want you here for Christmas. You want to be here for Christmas. You got people that love you, so please listen to your local weather authorities. Pay attention and do what they say. All right? Love you guys. We're all praying for y'all that, everybody stay safe. Stay safe. Okay. Now I want to talk some politics, of course. One person in particular. Oh, before I start that, I got to tell y'all something before I forget about it. This is so weird. When I woke up this morning, this is so weird. I was like, Mick Jagger. Something's going on with Mick Jagger. I don't know what's going on with him, you guys, but I feel like it's probably not too good. Something's going on with him, and we probably will hear about it pretty soon. It was really weird because, I don't really think about him, or I don't know. That was just out of the total blue. I just woke up and went Mick Jagger. So I'm sure I probably got some kind of download about it, and then I don't remember what it was. It was weird. It was really weird. So pay attention to the news. I think we're going to be hearing something about him very shortly here. The last time that I got something really big, I didn't report it to you guys at all. And that was when Kobe Bryant died in the helicopter crash. Me and my husband were traveling to New Orleans. I remember in the car, and it was dark. It was the night before, I think, that it happened. So it happened early that morning. So it was the night before this happened. It was weird. We were just in the car driving, and I told my husband, I can hear taps playing. And he's like, what? And I said, somebody really famous or important has died. I feel like somebody really important has died or gonna die. And I said, this is so weird. And I never mentioned it to y'all. I didn't make a video on it or anything. And then the next morning we woke up and we found out that Kobe Bryant and his daughter had passed in the helicopter crash. So I just wanted to tell y'all, I'm not saying that Mick Jagger is, going to die or anything, but there's something's going on with him. Definitely. Okay. So got that out there. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh my gosh, this woman, she's got a mouth on her that doesn't stop. Did y'all see that video that somebody made of her, that she was talking to the group of young Republicans? Can't believe she's ahead of the young Republicans group. That's awful. But she said if her and Bannon would have planned the January 6th insurrection, they would have won, because they would have been armed. Are you kidding me? Come on, Georgia, you can do better than her. It's so sickening, this lady. And now she's saying, I was just being sarcastic. Y'all don't know sarcasm, What's wrong with you? I'm just sarcastic. Really? I don't find that sarcastic. I think that sounds like, foolish to say in front of an audience. Foolish, number one. And, I don't know. I don't like this lady at all, you guys. Not at all. So it's really kind of hard for me to read on her when I really don't like her. But that's what I'm going to do. I am going to read on her, even though I don't like her, and just take a look and see what's going on with her. For me, I just feel like, I think she's just low class, despicable trash. That's the way I feel about her. I'm sorry, you guys. Her husband got sick of her, and I hope Georgia gets sick of her too. Because myself, I'm sick of people that were born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and they're just able to, buy an election because they have so much money. She comes from a wealthy family, and she's in the position she is because of her wealth. And that's it. It's not because she's such a whippersnapper and so smart. And so, her husband is the one that took over her father's business when he died. It wasn't her. And now he's sick of her. My goodness. I'm just tired of people with money getting into politics. People that, they don't have pure intentions of doing anything good, and they don't have the qualifications that are needed. There ought to be some kind of vetting process put into play for both parties. That people have to be qualified, They can't just have money. But anyway, the people that elected her, they love her. They do. They like her, the things that she says, because just like Trump, she'll say things that are so offensive that they get all excited about it. You know what I mean? They're like, she's got some balls on her to say that. When are you people going to get sick of people saying offensive things? Be offended by it. Don't say, wow, she's just spectacular, because she's willing to, say crazy things. she walks right up to the line and then she backs down. So she's really even better than Trump is at what he does, because she knows when to back off, and Trump will just double down on it. And that used to work for Trump, but it's wearing off. It's not working so good anymore. And then there's Jack Smith. Jack Smith, man, he is on top of things. I hope that he can uncover something going on, some kind of communication, because he has subpoenaed so much communication, and it's filtering out. We're getting it also. But he's subpoenaed so many people, so much communication. It's all being released. And there's communication in, Wisconsin, Michigan, Georgia, New Mexico, Arizona, he is on top of it. He really is. And I feel like that it's going to take some time and effort with all these communications to go through, but he is compiling facts and data, because he would not pursue any kind of indictment unless he could back it up naturally. But she will start to feel some pressure, because there's going to be more information coming in. They're going to be able to talk to a lot of people that are around her, and they're going to start talking, and the information will come to Jack Smith, and she'll be aware of it. She'll know who's getting subpoenaed, what he's doing, and it's like all around her, all these people around her, surrounding her, and they're going to, let him know what she's all about and what she said. And I just feel like it's going to put so much pressure on her. It may put so much pressure on her that next time she doesn't even run. She decides to get out of it, or maybe a backroom deal is made or something. I'm not seeing that she's indicted for anything, because, like I said, she walks up to the line and then she walks back. I'm just being sarcastic. I'm just mouthing off. You can't blame me for mouthing off. Basically, that's what she's saying. I just got a big mouth and I'm just, chewing the fat. So I don't feel like, right now anyway, I don't feel like she'll be indicted, but I do feel like there's something that alters her course in the future. So she may decide in the future that she doesn't want to be in, in politics where she is right now. That's hard to believe that she would give that up. But I feel like, yeah, after having a lot of pressure put on her, there may be some other things that are coming out. It might not be with the insurrection, but it may be something else. It may be a different avenue that is pursued, and that's because she has a big mouth. You know what I mean? And it's like she's a target. She's a big mouth. She's bringing a lot of interest towards her. So she may just decide not to run again. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I would love that. And also, there's a lot of stuff coming out about Mark Meadows. Did y'all hear? There's all kinds of communications, emails, texts, and everything that are all coming out. Tons of it. So I'm just wondering about him. Is he going to be in trouble? Another thing that's happening with Mark Meadows is that he voted in North Carolina, right? He voted in North Carolina, but he doesn't really live there. He has like a trailer there, and he hasn't lived there in a while. He was registered to vote in Alexandria, Virginia, but then so they want to get him for voter fraud. That's what they're trying to do. So I just want to know if he's going to be in trouble for that. He's a federal employee, so if he does voter fraud, would he be tried federally? You know what I mean? Would he be indicted on a federal level? So that would be a major deal. That would be a big deal. Big deal. He thinks he has control on the situation. I guess he's got an explanation for it. He thinks, I don't know. He thinks he can handle it. He really does. So he's, he's a smart aleck. He thinks he's got this taken care of. He's not worried about it. He really isn't worried about it too much. And he's he's basically just going to put it behind him. Now I know I think if you do some kind of voter fraud, it's like a $200 fine or something, and I don't know. But on a federal level, it's a little different. So I don't know how they would charge him if they do. That would make a difference. That would really make a difference. And what I'm getting is Meadows, where in the position that he was in with Donald Trump, he's no longer in, right? So there's no reason for him to cover up for Trump. There's no reason for him to go down for Trump. And I don't see him doing that. I think he's going to tell the truth. He's gonna I think he's gonna throw Trump under the bus. That's what I think. He's gonna act like he was always on, trying to push Trump in the right direction. He's gonna try to act like that he was, the good guy and trying to be reasonable and all that. He's gonna be like, I was the voice of reason. So he's going to really turn around. And when he starts talking and everything, he's going to turn everything around, and he's going to completely turn away from Trump. Completely. He's going to turn over a new leaf and just be like, this guy's crazy. He's crazy. I was dealing with him the best that I could. But you know what? All the communications that are being revealed are going to reveal really the truth of what was going on, and that he was instigating some of this stuff, and he was bringing some of these stupid things that people were saying. He was bringing them to Trump, try to do this or do that, to stay in power. He was bringing these ideas to him that were being texted and emailed to him. He was presenting them to Trump. So, yeah. It's all going to come out. All going to come out. And like I said, I know he's going to completely turn away from Trump. I feel like he's just going to turn over a new leaf, and he's going to be like a different person. It's weird, but that's how they roll. He's got to save himself. Okay, you guys, I think they're going to offer Meadows a deal. They're going to off. That's why he's talking, and even though all this information is coming out, I think they really want to get Trump. That's who they really, really want. So he's going to be offered some kind of deal, probably to testify against Trump. That's what I think is going down. Okay, so we'll see how that works, how that comes out. Yeah. You would think that these guys that are surrounding Trump and making it easier for Trump to do the things that he did, you would think that all these guys would go to jail, but they're all making deals. They're talking and making deals. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. The next person I want to take a look at is Kyrsten Sinema. I know all of you guys wish that she would be replaced by a Democrat now also. So she's joined the independent ticket along with Bernie Sanders, and Bernie Sanders didn't have much good to say about her. He said that she helped sabotage important legislation that protects the interest of working families and voting rights. So yeah, he didn't have anything really great to say about her. He didn't say anything too bad, but she's definitely not an independent, not like him. He said she's a corporate Democrat. So I just was trying to get some information and find out, will she be reelected? How do the people in Arizona, how do they see her? Now I've heard other pundits say she's not well liked. Even Bernie Sanders said, I don't think the people in Arizona will, appreciate what she's done. But this is what I'm getting. She took a big risk by changing her parties like that. That aggravated me it's like she wanted to take the, all the attention away from the Democrats and their achievements and put it all on her. Like, oh, you think I'm out of your hair? I'm not out of your hair. You're still going to have to deal with me. Uh, it's like she wanted to put a pin in their balloon. She's a stinker. But I am getting that this is a risky situation for her, but she's kind of ballsy. She's got a lot of courage, and the people do like her because of because she does stand up, and she's not afraid to voice her opinion, and the people like that. Unfortunately, they do like that. They do like her courageous attitude, and Arizona is, I think it's kind of like a purple state, so they're they're probably cool with her just being an independent. I feel like it's not gonna hurt her. I don't think it's gonna hurt her a bit. Um, yeah, as long as she continues to work hard for Arizona and make good choices for them, I don't think it's gonna hurt her that much. So yeah, um, I wish I could say I see the tower for her and everything's gonna fall apart, but I don't see that. I think this was just something risky, but I think she's well liked. So we'll see how that works out for her in 2024, right? She's up for re-election again, isn't that right? So we'll see how that goes for her. But I feel like as long as she continues to do a good job for Arizona, they won't really care if she's an independent or if she's a Democrat. I think they'll re-elect her, but they like her, basically. So she's definitely very ambitious, that's for sure. And, even though it might be, ambitious for her own self gratification, you know, at least she doesn't speak like Marjorie Taylor Greene. She doesn't get up there and say those kind of things. She's toned down, she's not like her. So, and she's voted with Biden 93% of the time. So that's good. We don't have anything to worry about. And she's smart. She's really, really smart. So she did this to protect herself, basically, so that, they wouldn't replace her with another Democrat. So she's a smart lady, and she wanted to steal the Democrats' thunder a little bit. So she's smart and a little stinker at the same time. She's really pretty, too. That's very annoying. Smart and pretty and a stinker. But, it's better than having some Republican in there. So we got to look at it like that. It is what it is. Okay, guys, I am going to just talk a little bit about what's going on in my life. There's so many things happening, so much going on. Like I said, it's my grandson's birthday today. I had to make cookies for him yesterday. I had readings to do. I had a whole agenda. My day was filled yesterday. I needed to go grocery shopping. I needed to make cookies. I had several readings and a lot of energy healing to do and all. And my daughter came in the room here when I was sitting in front of my computer, and her eyes like this. She's like, Popeye. And she said, my kitty scratched me in the eye this morning. I need to go to urgent care. Her eye is swollen out to here, poor thing. So I had to drive her to urgent care, and I didn't realize you could make an appointment at urgent care. I would have called and made an appointment, and then we could have went when our appointment was. So I just drove her there. I have been there. I brought my other daughter there one other time, and we were seen very quickly. So we got over there, and they were like, it's going to be a 2.5 hour wait. And, of course, that turns into 3 hours, and then the doctor goes in there. So we didn't get out of there. We were there for like 4 hours. And then we had to go get the prescription, and it was a long day, a long, long day. So she's okay, though. The little baby kitty Frazier, she was kissing him. She picked him up and was kissing him. She picked him up like this. Usually you turn the cat to the side, and she said she face to face, dead on. I don't know what she was thinking. And his paws were out like this, like, no. He wasn't trying to scratch her or anything. He was just kind of pushing away like that. He's super, super sweet. And his hand, his paw just brushed down her eye. And she said she thought she felt a little bit of a scratch. It was very light because his claws weren't out. And she felt a little scratch, and she looked, and there was nothing there. And then she felt like there was something in her eye, She felt like a little cat hair or something. I get cat hair in my eye on the daily. And then she has a magnifying mirror, and she looked real close because she took the kids to school, and it just got progressively worse and worse and worse until her eye was just crying, and she can see out of it. It didn't, interfere with her seeing, but it's a scratch on her eyeball. uh, yeah. So then she was like, okay, something's wrong. And then she could see the scratch. She said she could, I couldn't. She's like, look, can you see it? I'm like, no, I can't see. My magnification mirror is like 12 times the magnification. So it's, I can only see with that. But the doctor put some dye in her eye, and we took pictures of it and everything. And you can see the scratch. It's scratched right across the top of her eye. I don't know how he did it like that. It's so weird, but it went across like you would think it went down, but it went across. So I don't know, maybe his paw swiped like that, crossed like that, and just caught her. And her eye's so swollen today, it looks horrible. And it won't quit crying. So she's putting um, eye ointment in her eye 3 times a day. It looks awful though. It looks worse today than it did yesterday. So, ugh. Hopefully, she's gonna be okay. They said she'll be fine. The doctor said the eye actually heals very quickly, so they expect her to really be healed on day 3. But I think she has to put the medicine in her eye for 5 or 7 days, something like that. But yeah, if not, we'll take her back for another checkup. Also, I had a little baby nephew born, and he's not doing very well. My niece had a baby, and there's complications with the birth, and he's on life support. So if his name is Lane, everybody would like to pray for baby Lane. He needs some help. He needs your prayers. So I would appreciate all the prayers, and prayers for the mama too, because it's mom and daddy, even my sister. It's my sister's child, her daughter. Very, very difficult on the whole family. So prayers are needed, and thank you so much for them. They're really going through a hard time right now, very difficult time. And also, I have a stepfather that has Alzheimer's, and he has gone to hospice. So he's not doing very well either. So there's a lot going on in my family. So I've been doing lots and lots of healing and prayers for everybody, and just constantly. It's hard to even sleep because you're laying there awake and you're thinking about everything that's going on, and all you can do is just pray and send love and healing to them. So it's a difficult time, especially this time of year when it's a time to be happy and celebration, and you're going through all these challenges and difficulties. So I appreciate you guys' prayers. Thank you so much. They're really, really needed, and they're really appreciated. Okay, so that's what's been going on with me. That's, you know, it's life. It is life. Uh, it just reminds you that no matter where you are in your life, there's other people going through, you know, things that are just as difficult as what you're going through also. And it's not what you go through, it's how you experience it. It's how you rise to that challenge and how you're able to get through that experience. You know, it's hard. It is really hard. I know that's true, but I'm just praying for everybody. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm out of here. I I have things to do. My grandson will be home soon, and I don't like I said, I don't have a gift for him. I feel bad. I'm sure he'll understand because right now he's just gonna, go study. And I'm gonna tell him your gift is coming in a couple of days. I'm so sorry. I feel like a crummy grandma, but out of my control. I rarely go to the store to go shopping. I go to the grocery store, and that's about it. I gotta make fudge, y'all. That's what I gotta do. I need to go to the store and buy all the ingredients for fudge and make it and get it sent out. I haven't done it yet. Shame on me. Uh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna focus on getting the fudge out. Do y'all have Christmas fudge? I make some really, really good Christmas fudge. I make it with coconut and nuts, and people love it. They love it. My friend, she told me, oh my gosh, you should have never started sending me that fudge because now I want it every year and I expect it. And I'm like, fine, I'll send it. Don't worry. It might be late. So I need to get on it. So you guys get your fudge out, get your cookies made, That's another thing that we do. We make cookies every year. This year, I think I'm going to pre-bake all the cookies and just have all the kids come over and frost them. Usually we roll it all out and cut the cookies, and it's a big, fat mess. I think I'm just going to do frosting. Let's do decorations, and that's it. Because they're bigger now, When they were little and they were cutting out the cookies, it was a lot of fun, but they're teenagers and older. So now it's just like who can make the prettiest cookie, who can decorate it the prettiest. So I think we'll concentrate on that. But I'm still doing that. And I told them you can bring your friends if you want to, because now it's different. When they get older, they just want all their friends around. And the two are old enough to even drink alcohol. So I might have a chocolatini for them or something. My daughter brought home, have y'all ever tried a chocolatini? Oh my God, it's so good. She brought home and I took a little sip of it. It is so yummy, 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 yummy. So, Grandma might be serving a little bit of alcohol on her cookie making process this year. Shame on me, right? It'll just be a little bit. It'll just be for the kids that are old enough to drink. My two granddaughters, they're old enough to drink. But, yeah. All right, guys. I am going to, it's after past 30 minutes, so I need to get out of here. I will talk to you again soon. You guys stay out of the weather, stay out of the, storm. Listen to your local weatherman. Be safe. Don't take any risks. Your lives are important. People love you. Y'all stay safe. Love you so much. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now. Take care. Oh, and if you want to get a reading, just look down below and email me. Okay? Bye-bye.